Florence Ann Romano joins me, the Indy City Nanny. Good to see you.
Hi, so good to be here.
We are trying so hard. Everyone that I come in, virtual contact with, we're trying so hard to maintain traditions. Some are being taken from us. You've got some ideas, some ways to sort of freshen them up and revisit them.
I do. Let's, bring a little old school to the new school. And just because, things are different this year doesn't mean we still can't try to enjoy ourselves. And man, we need some joy right now.
Under any rock we can turn over.
Exactly. Let's get joy any way we can. So one thing I've been telling people is let's bring it back to old school caroling. We can't be together a lot of the time with people, but what we can do is kind of like flash mob people. Run up, doorbell, ring it, stand 6 feet back and just start singing your heart out for everybody. And I think it would just be so much fun to kind of bring it back old school in that way. But also, if you don't want to go out and do that in public, you could just record a video, send it to family and friends, and maybe tag your it. Maybe they have to do it next. Dress up in some Christmas PJs, some costumes, make it fun like that. Another thing that I was thinking about, I grew up in an old school Italian household. My grandparents lived with us growing up. And one of my favorite things was to sit and talk to my Nana and Papa about their childhood. And we video recorded their stories about the war and about what it was like to grow up and their little piece of the world. And we have those videos now, and they're so nice to have because you can pass it on to the next generation who won't know them. They can hear their stories, they can hear their voice and get to know them. So this year, if you can't be together with your grandparents or an older generation, you could do Zoom, hit the record button, and you're going to have something for posterity.
That makes perfect sense. Do it now. We're all getting better at tech anyway. Might as well take advantage of it. What else?
Exactly. So 12 acts of kindness, kind of a riff on the 12 days of Christmas. It could also be 8 days if you celebrate Hanukkah. But this is also a season to really be thinking about how we can do things for others, be in service of others. So 12 acts of kindness. You could put just a little, it could be just a piece of paper that you write things down on. You can get real crafty with it and put it up in your kitchen somewhere. But 12 things that you and your family can do, whether it's your kids not fighting with their siblings, or maybe you're going to, that's a big one, that, help mom or dad unload the dishwasher, or write a letter to a child in a hospital or a veteran or a senior in a nursing home, or look through their toys and say they're going to give some things away to kids who need something this year.
That makes perfect sense. And also old school cards. I think of the things that are making a comeback this year, like sourdough bread and things like that. What are cards?
Cards, handwritten cards. I have to tell you, I'm a thank you note obsessed person. I've been writing them since I was a little girl, and I love handwritten cards. And people used to send out newsletters and, just these beautiful cards talking about their years. And I know that it seems like there's not much to celebrate this year, but we have to find joy in everything. We have to spread that cheer. We have to be grateful for the things that we do have. And sending those holiday cards, I think this year is a really good time to do it.
And also enjoy being outdoors.
Be outdoors. If you're in Chicago like I am, the weather is cold, but make those snowmen, have those snowball fights. I say it's like the red nose.
Right.
Go outside and enjoy it. But if you don't live somewhere cold, great for you. But go out and maybe hike or play in the leaves with the kids, or just get outside. We have to remember right now, mentally and emotionally, we have to be taking care of ourselves, and being active in that way is really good for us.
Get some fresh air. Watch some birds. Just that sort of thing.
Exactly. Just keep it simple. Simple's best.
And I love this last one, a time capsule.
Time capsule. I know everyone right now is like, Florence Ann, who wants to remember 2020? And I'm like, listen, 10 years from now, when you have people asking you, where were you when it happened? What did you do? You're going to want to be able to look back and say, oh, this is what we did. And I forgot that we did this. And oh gosh, that was hard. Or that was one positive thing that came out of it. So take pictures, put them in a box or put them on a flash drive, take items from around the house, put them in that box and say, I'm going to open this in 10 years. Maybe have your kids write what they felt during this year.
I love it. I'll look for it, and we'll put all that information on indystyle.tv. Thank you so much.
Thank you.